I have so much to say about this monitor. This is the Samsung Smart Monitor M7 in black color and it is 43 inches in size. But size is a personal preference, so that's not my concern for today. What I want to highlight though is the term smart monitor. It's a combination between a conventional monitor with the smartness of your smart TVs. Think of this as a desktop monitor but with an Android TV stick plugged into the HDMI port. And I've been using this as my work monitor for the past 3 weeks or so, and today I'm gonna share my user experience with you. So this monitor can be viewed from a total of 3 different perspectives. It's either as a monitor for my computer, another as a TV, and lastly as a smart TV. And in my opinion, this is first and foremost a smart TV that has some special features that makes it work nicely with other devices and also peripherals. As a smart TV, this TV runs your basic Samsung Tizen Smart TV operating system and it has all of the features that you've been expecting. I'll only briefly go through all of the features available here because most of them are already available on other Samsung TVs in the past, so you can check out some other videos at the top right corner there. But the M7 also has an updated interface. It now uses a similar interface like the Samsung Freestyle projector, and all of the issues present on that interface is also present here. Adding app shortcuts to the home screen is still annoying, so you gotta bear with that. What makes the Samsung Smart Monitor M7 quote-unquote smart is, I think, the addition of web services. It's essentially a bookmark that leads you to the Office 365's website, and you still need to log into your account and then you can start doing your work via that Samsung browser that is built into the Smart TV portion of this monitor. I also plugged in my keyboard and mouse directly to the TV and it works really well and it works just as intended. To test how feasible this setup really is, I decided to upload our entire battery charging graph that is at first made using Excel into Office 365, and then I did some editing using this monitor. The performance though is just way too laggy, and I tried modifying one graph and it took very long to just pop off those options for me to fine-tune the graph, and it's just really slow. Even my phone that supports Samsung DeX can process those graphs much faster than this TV. So then I decided to plug in my laptop to this monitor and use this as the monitor instead. Since the Samsung Smart Monitor M7 also comes with a USB Type-C port, I directly plugged that cable into the laptop and voila! It immediately picked up and it also charged the laptop at the same time. Plus, the keyboard and mouse were connected to the monitor directly and then it works with my laptop, which essentially means that this monitor has some sort of KVM built in. Samsung also included a USB Type-C to Type-C cable in the box, by the way. As a monitor, this is a 4K VA panel and with a maximum refresh rate of 60Hz, it's pretty standard in terms of a desktop monitor actually. Its overall colors and whatnot are good enough, so I have no complaints in terms of visual quality. But also that is not my focus for today. However, I have complaints about the audio experience. You see, the Samsung Smart Monitor M7 has integrated speakers that don't sound particularly well. Have a listen here. And we're also stuck with these speakers too. The Smart Monitor M7 doesn't have any external speakers or basic audio jack or even RCA or optical audio output ports. What we can use though are just basic Bluetooth speakers, and that is horrible in terms of audio latency, so I would never use that if I want to watch YouTube videos or movies via Netflix. So if I want to do something like video editing using this Samsung Smart Monitor M7, it's either number one, I have to deal with the horrible audio latency that Bluetooth brings, or I am stuck with the horrible built-in speakers. So it's a lose-lose situation. And let's continue to talk about the ports. The Smart Monitor M7 has a total of 2 HDMI 2.0 ports and triple HDMI 2.0 Type A ports, and one more USB Type-C port that we mentioned earlier, but I don't know what kind of speed it has, but it does carry keyboard, mouse and also display data via that single port. And then Mr. John said that why not use the monitor by segmentizing the display. Use the top display for Netflix from the smart TV portion and then use the bottom half to do work via the laptop. Well, that's technically impossible because the Tizen OS don't allow us to split it that way. And even if I use the presets available, I can only use it in picture-in-picture mode. But that is also very limited since I cannot select Netflix in PIP mode. So I can select YouTube, but whoops, that also means that I cannot use the HDMI output alongside YouTube in PIP mode together. This makes me question the purpose of the smart aspect. Wouldn't it be better to just buy a basic TV and then plug in a laptop or desktop into the monitor then? Technically, yes, I would personally prefer to get a desktop monitor and then plug in whatever devices I want instead. But granted, this smart monitor M7 does come with some extra fancy features like the ultra-wide game view that changes the aspect ratio from 69 to 21:9 by adding black bars to the top and bottom of the display. I'm not sure if anyone will actually use this feature since movies and games already help you to add black bars instead. And that also brings up the concern regarding cost. If I'm to get the 43-inch Samsung Smart Monitor M7 only, it is priced at 2,888 ringgit. As a holistic experience, it is actually self-sufficient. You can watch Netflix, watch YouTube, listen to music on Spotify, and even do some Microsoft Office work, even though it's a bit laggy. If I bring back the argument of attaching a phone or a desktop or a laptop to some other monitor, then the price is going to balloon up. So I think there will be some people that will benefit from getting this Samsung Smart Monitor M7. I just think that it's not particularly appealing for the mass market. So that's it. That's my user experience of using this monitor, smart monitor. Yeah, I don't think it's for me.